Doctor.
What is going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here with the man, the bro man with the guns to pay the funds, ladies and gentlemen, Vince Russo.
Whoa. What is up,
Wow.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Bring me the news, bro.
Yes, indeed, man. It's funny because I was actually looking at Finn Balor's win-loss record, and man, it's really bad. I didn't even know he was on an episode of Main Event in March, and he beat Apollo Crews. He lost to Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown. Lost in a tag match. It's on SmackDown. Lost on Raw right after WrestleMania. He beat Theory on Saturday night's Main Event, a house show. Oh, they had Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's the one that Roman Reigns cut a promo, babyface promo, or something like that. Babyfaces always win just about in dark match and house shows, but lost on Raw to Theory, and then lost. Even he ended up losing dark matches on. He lost on house shows as a babyface. That that alone is really really bad, man. He's losing house shows as a babyface.
Yeah, they again, bro. There's politics behind that. We don't know what they are. We'll probably never know, but no doubt about it, that's part of the influence.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Bro, you know what it's
All right,
like,
my man.
bro? Can you imagine? Can you imagine a manager, a baseball manager, or a football coach? Ohio, state football coach. You fumble, you make a mistake, you do something wrong, and then you ride the bench for the rest of the season, bro. Can you imagine baseball player strikes out and now, okay, bro, you're riding the bench for the rest of the year, bro. You struck out. Like you can't say the wrong thing, bro. You can't do the wrong thing. You can't look at somebody funny. Like it's like it literally is like walking on eggshells, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Very sad to see, man. It really is very sad to see, and it's very demoralizing.
It is. It is. Yep.
Let's get into. See, this is something I do, and I want to make this show more fun and interactive. So I'm gonna pop a random question every week and to the SK Nation. So the question of the week this week for the SK Nation is: what is your favorite WrestleMania of all time? What is your favorite WrestleMania of all time? So just flood the chat with those answers of what is your favorite WrestleMania of all time. Stuff like that to me, Vince, is much more fun than.
Oh yeah, bro. We could have a conversation right now with the Sportskeeda Nation and not even talk about this show at all. And it would be this would be a 10 times better show. Because what are we going to talk about, Chris? Another Monday night house show. Not one storyline. They're fighting because they're wrestlers, and that's what they do. That's the show. I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to talk about. That's the show. It's a house show. There are no stories. And I figured out something tonight, too. When I was looking at Asuka in the ring and Becky Lynch, I figured out something. And now Seth Rollins. Bro, I know I'm an old guy. I'm 61 years old. Okay? But Chris,
you're young, 61 years young. You're a handsome stud of 61.
Yeah. But Chris, I do know what cosplay is, and that's what they're doing. That Becky Lynch is cosplaying. It has nothing to do with a character. Rhea Ripley they're cosplaying. These are you would go to a convention cosplaying. The way they look and their appearance has nothing to do with their character. It's all cosplay. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out.
Yeah, it is very much cosplay. Well, there's no character building.
Nothing.
Let's see. Some dude 17. Gorney 8, movie fan 3, DB 13, Dave 4, movie fan 5, TW 19, Donald 17, Scott's 12, Derek 17, Sean's 19 and 17. Well, 17, 17, 19. Okay. Well, you got to pick one. Vince, what's your favorite? 3?
Yeah, no doubt. I bet you there were a lot of people in here that did not see that. But yeah, no doubt. No doubt, bro.
Let's see. I'm not gonna answer. Let's see. One has like 6. I said, "What's your favorite?" One person put 6 of them in there. I have 6 favorites. Very nice, very nice. My favorite is hands down 17 is my favorite.
Now, what was I mean, bro? I didn't watch any WrestleManias after I left. So what was 17?
Rock Austin.
Okay.
Rock Austin heel turn goes with Vince. TLC was 17. Taker and Triple H was 17. Just the build that had the My Way theme song from Limp Bizkit, and just the build was phenomenal. I mean, just the vignettes. They both were baby faces going into 17. The build that adding Deborah McMichael was a bit odd to me because that was 2001. Who won the Royal Rumble? Austin won the Royal Rumble in 2001. And so Angle had the title. Rock beat Angle like right beforehand, the Backlash, I believe. And somehow Deborah got into it, and that was a bit weird. But just the lead up, babyface Rock, babyface Austin, the vignettes were just amazing. The sit down interviews that they both had, and then Austin turns on Rock. I wasn't a big fan of the turn. Austin wasn't either, actually. But yeah, it was basically the start of the invasion angle because WCW got bought by WWE around that time. Like, I think it was March of 2001, so it was right before Mania of that year. So yeah, the invasion angle was the summertime. The invasion angle was weird because it was missing a lot of the top players. Invasion angle was missing Hogan, missing Sting. Flair was not there, I believe, either. I think Flair came in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 17 was fantastic. 3 is probably number 2 for me, just because of Hogan and Andre. So yeah, and then of course, I would say the greatest WrestleMania match of all time, or right there. I mean, for me, when I think of the 2 greatest, I think of Steamboat Savage at 3 and Michaels Austin, Michaels HBK Taker at 25. Like, to me, those are the 2 greatest. Oh, I think I have to. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough to see to determine which one's better between them. But I don't know. Old school, probably Steamboat Savage. If I had to get an edge, it'll be Steamboat Savage. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We're gonna
Good night, everybody.
Hey, very nice. Go to tootspot.com. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Vince Russo. Very nice. All right, let's just run through this Raw here. We start with the Randy Orton 20-year celebration. Riddle introduces Cody Rhodes. No legacy reference other than I think maybe Corey brought it up, but they didn't really. It was just a hug and Rollins interfered.
Vince probably forgot about it.
Probably forgot about it.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins interrupts. Then Ezekiel comes in, and the Kevin Owens.
I thought that was the Lucky Charms leprechaun. That was Seth Rollins.
That was that was very nice.
Always have to be lucky. That's what I mean about cosplaying, bro. What does that mean? You're okay. You're a leprechaun this week. Like, okay, like that's what I'm talking about. What does it mean, bro? What does any of it mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Shout out to Dylan for the $2 super chat. Hey guys, it's me again.
Dylan.
Keep up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is slapstick comedy night. Very nice, very nice.
Chris, say this. Say, hey Vince. Say very seriously. Hey Vince, I'm feeling very sad tonight.
I'm feeling very sad tonight.
All right. Yes. What's next, Chris?
All right. I mean,
listen, we got all these guys in the ring. The Lucky Charms Leprechaun. Everybody's in the ring. We know exactly where this is going. We know this is a 6-man, 8-man. However many people are in the ring, you know exactly where this is going. They set up a house show main event. What was it? 6 guys or 8 guys? 8 guys?
Yeah, it was 8.
Yeah, that's the thread for the entire night, as Chris would say, ladies and gentlemen. That's the story, bro. There's going to be an 8-man at the end of this show. No stakes, nothing on the line. And bro, I tell you right now, bro, I got DraftKings on my phone right here. Call DraftKings, bro, because if you bet on Randy Orton's 20th year anniversary in the town that he was born, place your bet, bro, that he's going to give everybody the RKO at the end of the match, and you will be a rich man. Holy crap, bro. Could it be any more predictable than why? Listen, bro, if you went to this show, you brought your kids, you brought your family, you had a good old grand time. Everybody went home happy. Everybody, okay? You're at home watching this on television. You're asking yourself the question, why am I watching this? They set this match up. There's no stakes. The babies are going to go over. Orton's going to RKO everybody because why am I watching this?
Because it's a feel-good night for Orton celebration, and this was a very lackluster way to do it to me.
You know what I have to say about that, Chris? You know what I have to say about that?
What do you have to say, Vince? Crickets. Yes, indeed.
I mean, come on, bro. I don't know if people really understand. I think we should explain it to the Sportskeeda Nation. When we say this is a house show, guys, when you go to a show that's not televised in your hometown, they're playing, whatever, the Bugle Arena in
Poughkeepsie.
In Poughkeepsie, New York, okay? Everybody comes to the show. They have straight up wrestling matches, bro, where the baby faces usually go over. They leave. The people go home happy. That's the whole idea. Everybody's got to go home happy, bro. That's all this is. This is match after match after match. Not one story, babies going over or heels getting heat so it leads to a match the following week. Chris, if I'm missing any appeal to this show, please let me know.
Oh, I wouldn't be the one to do that because I don't find appeal in it. So I wouldn't be the person that you could depend on for that one. That's for sure. Because I saw the same thing. It was just a house show Raw. I've said that many times, and this night was no different. Adam Pearce scheduled an 8-man. So here's the thing. When Adam Pearce come out, I'm like, okay, so is he really expecting to get like the surprise pop from the fans in Knoxville?
That's a great point, bro.
It's like, okay, you're going to come out and you're going to why are you coming out? Clearly you're going to make an announcement, so it's not a surprise pop.
Chris, that is a great point because as a writer, I used to love when I knew the fans were going to pop on a match. I used to love it, bro, because I knew they were really good. When you're writing the show, they're really going to be excited about this. This is really special. not an 8-man house show
No.
match, bro. No. And then the funny thing is, bro, he comes out and he makes the match. And then next match, Deville and Bianca Belair are having this match. And Sonya Deville is changing the rules as they go along. Where's Pierce? Why did he allow? Why didn't he confront her back? He said something last week like you can't wrestle, and she did exactly that. She said what he said she couldn't do last week. Where was he? Why didn't he come out? Why didn't he say something to her in the back when it was over?
Yeah. It doesn't make it. It's inconsistent, Vince. It just doesn't make any sense to me as far as like, okay, so I'm the upper management is when she gets critiqued or when she gets reprimanded. The upper management told her not to do this or to do this, but she can just go and just change stipulations whenever she wants. When she was feuding with Naomi, it was the jacket gimmick. Like if if I have the jacket on, I'm authority. But when I don't have the jacket on, I'm a talent. Now it's not even the jacket gimmick anymore. It's just I'm talent and authority whenever I want to be. So it's like, what's the direction here? If that's the case, why don't she just book herself into world title matches every single week? Like if her goal is to become world champ or a Raw Women's champ, just book yourself into a match every week. Or when Bianca Belair gets beat up, just book yourself right into a match after she gets beat up and just pin her. I don't understand.
Yeah. And then, bro, so Bianca Belair is out there fighting 3 women, and she goes to the back and doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next week, let her bring 5 girls out there. I'll wrestle 5. I'm not going to say nothing. Let them come out there and kick my butt. I don't care. Like, none of it makes any sense, bro. None of it.
Agreed, my man. Next we have Queen Zelina and Carmella get slapped by Deville backstage. I've got nothing on this, man. I don't know what to even say about this. Vince, what do you got?
Nothing. Again, Carmella's profession is supposed to be professional wrestler. That's what she is. That's her profession. She's a professional wrestler. So you get slapped across the face from Sonya Deville and you do nothing.
Right.
Okay. Chris, where'd you go? Where's your picture? What happened, Chris?
You get slapped. You get slapped by Sonya Deville.
Chris, you're right over there. I lost you, Chris. You okay? Chris? Chris, you okay?
Oh,
Chris, where'd you go? I don't see you, Chris.
Hey!
Okay.
I was just fixing my camera real quick.
Okay.
But I heard you. I heard everything you said. I was going to let you talk about the slaps heard around the world because I've got nothing on this segment, man.
What about the blue chair order? That was up next. You got anything?
That was interesting. Oh, Dave for the $4.99 super chat.
Dave, thank you,
bro. Thank you, Dave. Adam Pearce has become the new Teddy Long by coming out and predictably announcing matches. At least Teddy Long did a dance with it.
There you go. I'll take a dance. I'll take that.
He did a dance with it, man.
Yes.
If Adam Pearce comes out and does a dance as good as Teddy Long does, I'd probably buy it a little bit more. Otherwise, it's just a very unenthused announcement of tag team matches. So nobody announced tag team matches better than Teddy Long. So he's got a big shoes to fill there. We've got BCWO, now called Judgment Day, Vince.
Oh, is that what they're called? Judgment Day now, huh?
Judgment
Okay.
Day.
All right.
Judgment Day. So
and I love, bro, that they're so dark and they're so evil and they're getting heat by burying Knoxville. Bro,
yeah. Talk about Knoxville and making
yeah, right.
impersonations.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, all right.
I noticed that same thing. I was like, okay, so you're trying to get the cheap, like your way of getting dark heat is getting cheap heat. I
Yeah,
just it just
yes,
doesn't make sense to me.
exactly.
Like it
Yes,
started off like when Ez first did this heel turn, it was more like I'm better than you, and I was listening to you, and now I'm more I'm elite. And now he's going to stoop all the way down to cheap Heatville
yeah.
because it just seems like people don't really care about this much, and they don't even really care about booing him. So he goes the cheap heat route to try to elicit the boos to try to make this make sense. That's what I get from it.
And what is it? At the end of the day, it's a wrestler getting cheap heat using the hometown.
Yes,
That's what it is. Okay.
yes,
I
yep.
mean, Alistair Black didn't do that.
No, he did. He did not. He did not. The Undertaker, when he was in the ministry, he didn't say,
Can you imagine Undertaker to you people of Knoxville?
"You Knoxville, I can't stand this town. It's a bunch of inbred,
You
no good
inbred."
basement dwellers."
Can you imagine? Those would have been Taker's promos, bro.
Cheap heat, yeah. Taker.
Tremendous.
He'll take the cheap heat route.
Tremendous.
Next we have Veer Mahan defeating Sam Don't Call Me Tracy Smothers. Vince, how about that?
And it was another hook going into the commercial. They hooked you with the Veer Mahan jobber match for 2 weeks in a row. I ain't going nowhere, bro. Where you going? Where you going,
Sam
bro?
Smothers, when I thought of Smothers, I was like, this must be like the nephew of the late great Tracy Smothers, Young Pistols, man. How about that? What else? What else were there? They were the Young Pistols and the Wild Eyed Southern Boys. That's what they were in the WC.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I, what I thought about this? I put this down on my notes. I put see Veer Mahan. Here's the thing with Veer. Okay, they're really trying to build him as the monster heel, the monster heel, right? And so they're doing the whole pull apart from the wrestlers when they call it the cervical clutch is what they call his finisher, and they keep doing the pull aparts. And I put this down. I said I put Toots Mont Days reverse the decision. That's what I put down. I mean, come on, Vince. I mean, like you're doing all these pull aparts. If this was back in the 60s, you would just reverse the decision, right? I mean, this is the Toots Mont days, man. Well,
I reversed many decisions when I was
man. He's giving people clutches, doing pull aparts, a bunch of bells ringing. He's beating someone up after the match. This is a reverse of decision type of deal.
I just love the way they think that in 2022 jobber matches is going to get somebody over. I love that thinking is so prehistoric, bro. How are beating guys that don't even look like wrestlers? How is that going to get Veer Mahan over?
There's two people who are thought,
bro. It ain't 1972. Go ahead, Chris.
There was two people who I thought when it came to the enhancement talent matches that they build up, right? And those two people were Nia Jax and Braun Strowman, and both of them are gone. And so ultimately, although it did a temporary fix, a temporary solution to make them big, it didn't have a lasting impression because I still don't think Braun should have been gone, but Nia Jax, she was notorious for doing some things as far as not being safe, but at the same time, they could have used her still. But both of them were booked as monsters and putting in enhancement talent. Same thing with Ryback. He's another person. He was another person beating enhancement talent week after week after week. All three of those people are not in the WWE anymore.
Chris, this is still supposed to be real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's compare this to boxing and MMA.
Mm-hmm.
If boxing and MMA have an up and comer, okay, who's undefeated, okay, and he's beating nobodies. He's beating people he should beat. He's beating nobodies. Who's impressed by that? No, nobody's impressed. You should be winning these matches. Nobody's impressed with that. Who's impressed with that, bro?
Yep, I agree. And it's one of those. I'm glad that you brought in other sports. It's like if as you know, I'm a huge college football fan.
Right.
And one of the things that there's a whole different language when it comes to college football, and I'm a Big Ten fan, and one of the biggest things that people think about is SOS, is strength of schedule. All right. And when you think of the playoffs, you do a lot of comparisons. You say, okay, well, these two people are undefeated, but this person isn't in the top four because their strength of schedule was not strong enough to make them a contender to be in the top four in the playoffs.
Right.
So strengthen your schedule for next year, and then you have a better contention to be in the playoffs. Beating a bunch of cupcake teams does not enhance your strength of schedule in the playoffs.
Bro, I'm looking at the baseball scores on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Dodgers are playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, the Dodgers are supposed to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks today. They're winning 3-0. Okay, the Arizona Diamondbacks suck, and the Dodgers are good. Like I swear I would love Vince McMahon or Bruce Pritchard to look me in the face and explain to me how that concept still works in 2000. You guys are so outdated, but they believe we're going to give him a bunch of jobber matches to build them. Oh, so he's going to beat nobodies that he should be beating, and that's going to build him up?
It's not, back in the old school, it made sense because it's making it made a character larger than life. I get it. I don't, I'm not too opposed to the concept if it's used right. But here's the problem, though. Everybody already has that 50-50 effect, because essentially, if we're going to go through the same path, Veer is being built up to being fed to a baby face, and the baby face is going to beat Veer just to have a 50-50 trajectory within the next year.
Right.
So no one's over here. No one gets over at the end.
You just laid it out beautifully, Chris. We're going to go through a run of beating nobodies. As soon as we're in there with WWE superstars, now we're going to be booked 50-50. So we're never going to get over anyway. So all these matches that I should be winning are a total waste of everybody's time.
Means nothing. Yep. Means nothing. Yep. Next, we get Bobby Lashley defeating Omos in an arm wrestling match. Were you impressed, Vince?
Yeah, they're just pulling out. They're just pulling out all the stops, bro. Contract signings, arm wrestling, 8-man. They're just pulling every trick out of the book, bro. Every trick out of the book.
It seems like instead of building actual stories that are interesting, they're just pulling out gimmicks out of the gimmick bag every single week.
It's the lowest common denominator, Chris. The lowest common denominator, bro.
Yeah, and next week I can see another type of gimmick, and all of this to set up a rematch between Bobby Lashley and Omos, as if we weren't expecting a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash, and now they're going to announce it. Oh, okay, now we're going to announce the rematch this week, as if we didn't know it was going to happen all the other weeks. So, I mean, where does this go? Do they split and end up in some gimmick match for what's after that, May? I don't even think they have a May pay-per-view. I don't even know. I don't know. I know they have 2 July pay-per-views. They have Money in the Bank on my birthday, actually. So if anybody wants to cash at me on the way to Vegas on my birthday to watch Money in the Bank, let me know because I will do that. And I will do it for y'all, and I will go live. And then the 30th, I believe, is SummerSlam. So I don't even know. I know that they're going to the UK in September, but I don't know about anything. I think maybe they're doing a Hell in a Cell or something like that, or TLC. I don't know. I mean, there has to be a payoff to this, right? I mean, does Lashley go over Omos again?
Yeah, bro. I
You think
told you.
so?
I told you, bro. It's a time clock with Omos, bro. It's a time clock. He's never going to be what they want him to be, and they know that now. And they see that now. Put him with AJ. Now you put him with MVP. It's just a matter of time, bro. They're not going to sacrifice Lashley to a failed experiment they know is never going to get over.
It seems like thank you, Michael. Backlash is Mother's Day. Really, Mother's Day is a week from. Yeah. Okay, so WrestleMania Backlash is on Mother's Day. That's the May pay per view. So is there SK Nation? Is there a June pay per view? Because the May pay per view is on Mother's Day, which is a week from Sunday. Yeah, it seems like Omos is fodder, though. It seems like he's fodder to the bigger payoff, which is an eventual Lashley versus MVP match. Do you pick that up too?
Oh my! You think that's a big? I mean,
It seems like he's just fodder.
The guy. Well, see, but MVP's walking around with a cane. So Bobby Lashley beating a guy that needs help with a cane is going to be impressive.
Yeah, but it seems like from if you look at the interview, like based on the interviews, it seems like he's going to plow through Omos. Like Omos is there as like the the wall before MVP. That's how Lashley's like to explain his mission in the interviews. So it does seem like he's just a kind of fodder
Maybe
leading
that's
into
some
MVP.
SummerSlam, I guess maybe.
SummerSlam.
I got to run out and get a ticket for that right now. Where's SummerSlam? I'm going to fly there to see that match. Where's that at?
In Nashville, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going.
I believe in Nashville. Yeah.
I'm going to buy a ticket tomorrow. If they have Lashley MVP on that card, I'm buying the ticket
You
tomorrow.
in? You in?
Yeah,
all right.
Let's
do
whatever
a live
it is, $500, $600, whatever it is, bro.
Yeah,
Name your price. I'm going to that.
$600 ticket to see Lashley
I'm going
versus MVP.
Yes.
Are you in? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm getting on. Is there still such a thing as Ticketmaster? I'm going on Ticketmaster tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Hop right in on there and get your $600 ticket for front row. You got to do front row, Vince. If you got to buy a ticket, you got to go all the way.
Oh
in.
yeah, all in. I'm all in.
You can't do nosebleeds, man. There's no need.
No, hell no, not for that.
No need.
They're going to be talking about that, bro. You know how they talk about Andre Hulk?
Yes.
They're going to be talking about that. So Andre Hulk was WrestleMania 3. They just had WrestleMania, what, 35?
38.
38. So they've been talking about that match for 35 years. So do the math, bro. In 2057, they're going to be talking about the big one between MVP and Bobby.
That's a fantastic point, Vince. Man, wow.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about the big one. Yeah, they're going to be talking about the big one, bro, back in 2022, man.
35 years from now.
Yes, I'll be 96.
Very nice.
I'll be 96, and they're going to be talking about
Lashley,
the big one.
MVP 2022.
And I'm going to have a T-shirt. I'll be 96, and I'm going to have a T-shirt. I was there for the big one. I was there for the big one, Chris.
It'll be both their faces, and then I was there in the back of the shirt,
and almost in the back. You know, we'll holding the sign. We'll work for food. Yes, yes.
Next, we get a replay of the wedding. Why did they waste the segment time for this, Vince? They replayed basically the entire wedding.
It was so good last week, man. You
It was so
wanted to
good.
see it again? Yes. Come on,
All
man.
right, I admit, I wanted to see the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
I think I was happy that they did. This led to a mixed tag match of Akira Tozawa and Tamina defeating Reggie and Dana Brooke. R-Truth's the referee. You know, man, I'm an R-Truth fan. He's living his best life, man. He doesn't care. He's just
Oh, nice.
racking up
And yeah, I'm sure he's getting paid very, very well.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Good for him.
He's like, whatever, man. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
He's living his best life. Like, I got to give it up to R-Truth for that. He tries to pin Dana Brooke, and then the end of it was weird. Dana Brooke kept saying, "I trusted you." Why would you trust anyone? Why would you trust R-Truth out of anybody? And the whole 24/7 thing is basically revolved around him getting the title. He calls the belt his baby. Why would you trust R-Truth, Vince?
That smile.
The smile.
He's got a loving smile.
He's a handsome fella, man. He's pushing 50. Looks like he's still in his 30s.
Unbelievable, bro. Being that type of shape. Seriously. Unreal. Unreal, bro.
True.
Yes.
Yep. Like I said, he's living his best life, man. You got to give it up to R-Truth. That's for sure. Becky Lynch cuts a promo, interrupted by Asuka. See, I put in my notes. I'm a big yes, very nice, very nice. Let's see. Let's get to the TO, man. Where we at? Hold on, let me make sure that we get to the TO. Joey, here we go, Joey.
Time out, Joey. Time out, Joey.
Bro, I just don't understand. Chris, I'm a writer and I'm a producer. I don't understand how a company, however many years they've been in business, are just so brain dead. Okay? Bro, first of all, Becky Lynch is coming into the ring in full cosplay outfit. What is the first thing she does, bro? She's in full cosplay. What's the first thing she does? She strikes her poses. So after all that, she starts cutting this promo about how she's hit rock bottom. Oh, okay, timeout. So she wants to sucker us in. Let me explain this to the people watching the show. It's important. She wants to sucker us in that she's hit rock bottom, and then she's gonna turn it around. Oh no, I'm gonna be mean, or I'm gonna be there. That's the premise of the promo. But bro, if she wants us to believe she hit rock bottom, bro, she should walk in street clothes, disheveled, head hung, no cosplay outfit, no striking a pose, and then very seriously take the mic. I never thought I'd be at this place.
Yep.
You know, I hit rock bottom. Becky Two Belts has finally hit rock bottom. You want to sucker the people in, and then you do the turn. Bro, how have you hit rock bottom if you went out and bought a cosplay outfit this week, and the first thing you do is you're striking a pose on the ropes? Chris, how do they not understand the simplest of things, bro? The simplest of things.
Great point. Great point. Because she's been, and I think the fact that she's been gone for a few weeks too helps her. You know, she could have really pulled that off, because you have that absence, you know, making the heart grow fonder effect to it as well. But, you know, it's a whole reset. You haven't seen Becky for a few weeks since she lost to Bianca Belair. Maybe it's a change of heart from Becky. Maybe it's one. Okay, you know what? That really helped me. That really caused me to hit rock bottom. I haven't had the title for 3 years. If your promo skills is that developed, you can really suck the crowd into really having that sympathy for you. Boom, then you make it.
Bro, this, and I dare anybody to go back, look it up, bro. Bro, this was Shawn Michaels. I lost my smile. Shawn Michaels did not go to the ring and do the Heartbreak Kid. No, bro. He went to the ring, and you're like, what's what? You knew something was up. Think about him doing the pose, going to all four corners, and then I lost my smile. That's what
comparison.
Coming
out with a strut.
Exactly, bro.
Kid is back.
Right. I lost my smile.
Do the whole gimmick, do the guns, just do the pyros coming out.
This company from Vince on down, how could they be so clueless, bro?
Now I can't uttering that bell of Shawn Michaels doing this whole gimmick.
Right. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. Great point. I think that's a good comparison.
Hey, it would have been. I'll give you another one, bro. When Daniel Bryan cut his speech that he couldn't wrestle anymore, would have been the same thing, bro. Him coming out, his latest wrestling gear, bro, going to the top rope, doing it. Yeah, the doctors told me my brains are scrambled that I can't. Come on, man.
Hogan loses to Warrior at WrestleMania 6, and all of a sudden he goes, brother, here we go.
Yeah, you guys got to do. You got to do better than this, man. You just
good point. Good point.
Say what you were going to say about Asuka. I want to hear your Asuka point real quick.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Asuka.
I know you are.
Always, I'm a big fan of Asuka. But man, this return just fell flat for me. I just, she's been gone since last summer, and it was. I put less is more on my notes. You need to Asuka became major because of the mystique of Asuka. That's what made her undefeated for all that time in NXT and in the beginning parts of her main roster run. She was undefeated for a long time because of the mystique of Asuka. Now she's talking and she's doing all the dancing and stuff like that. I think that stuff diminishes her character, and I think less is more is important for Asuka. But I don't like what they're doing with her.
Bro, I say this a million times. When you know a talent's coming back that's been gone for a while, you have a date. You know the date when they're coming back. You gotta set the table weeks beforehand. Otherwise, you're gonna get what happened here. Then Ali, you're gonna get what happened
too. Yeah, I agreed. Street Profits cutting the backstage promo. Damian Priest defeating Finn Balor. We talked about that for the second time. Theory on Miz TV, and then the Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali beats the Miz, and then Ciampa randomly attacks Ali. So I heard there was some discussion of Vince is going to just do a hodgepodge of turns in the next over the next few weeks. And Ciampa, what is the rhyme or reason of attacking Ali? What's his point? And it's funny because they were actually, it had to be a rib on Ali because they were shooting on him. They were bringing up the whole you haven't taken your ball and go home and things like that. He wanted to leave the company. It seems like they were kind of shooting on that. But what's the rhyme or reason of him being attacked by Tommaso Ciampa, though?
Well, first of all, bro, since I don't watch NXT, 2/3 of the audience, you got to tell us who Ciampa is first, okay? If I don't know who Ciampa is, then I honestly don't care.
Yeah, good point. Rollin with the $4.99 super chat, bro. Thank you very much. Are arm wrestling contests ever shoots in pro wrestling? Good point. It wasn't Veer Mahan the monster at ringside clapping during Orton's celebration. Awkward.
Was he really?
Very good points there, Rollin.
Was he really? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my
man,
God,
I wasn't either. But thank you for
Rollin. I got to give Rollin a round.
Yes,
Rollin,
indeed.
that is awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. None of it matters to them. They don't care about anything. Nick Khan will make his deals. Any
There's the clutch. Hey, Orton, yay!
Any other countries out there looking for professional wrestling? Any other countries, bro? Call Nick Khan. Hey, they don't care. They don't care what they're putting out there. And then, but the funniest part is people are actually defending this. They're actually defending this, bro. They're going to defend the slap fight between Ripley and that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's a pre-tape. That wasn't live. That was a pre-tape. The producer didn't look at that after it was done and say, this is crap. We're doing it again.
We're not rerunning this. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there was a GIF, and I'm sure that someone's going to tag Vince and I with that GIF right there. That right there, that's the GIF right there.
Oh my
Sportskeeda, edit that and make it a clip, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, jeez, bro. Holy.
Do that one more time. Do it one more time.
Oh my God, bro. Like, what the frig? This is the greatest wrestling organization in the world, bro. It don't get any better than this. This is it, man.
Get better than that one, that's for sure. And then we get we got the cat fight, and then close up with Arcade. The baby face is winning at the end to celebrate Randy Orton's 20-year anniversary. We get the baby face winning.
I swear, as a shoot, when I'm done watching this show, I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. I really, really do. And then they show the crowd shots, and it's all kids getting excited. Then why is this on at 11 o'clock at night? Yeah. When they're shooting kids getting excited? Why am I watching this if the idea is for kids to get excited?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And why are you expecting return pops from people who you didn't even set the stage for? I mean, that just and then they do a pan shot to the crowd when Ali, celebrates and does his pose of return. And there was a few people, and I saw one person in the front. He had like an obligatory clap. He was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. Welcome back. Travis with the $2 super chat saying, chant my name.
Travis Berg. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, for the sake of respecting.
Real quick, are we wrong? Is there anybody in the chat room that could tell us? Give me the one thing that we should have put over. Give me the one thing.
That's a good point.
One thing. Give me one thing that we should have put over on this show. One thing.
I put over R-Truth. I said he's living his best life. Man, I've got nothing. I mean, I said Asuka's. I mean, I love Bianca. Bianca Belair is my favorite wrestler. I just don't like the gimmick what they did with Deville. I don't think that really helps her at all. And I love Asuka. You know what I mean? But I don't think they set the stage for her. So
right. The return should have been special. It wasn't special, so now she's not special.
Yes, indeed. Travis, $2 super chat. What about Bobby? What about him winning an armchair wrestling match?
What is he talking about? The movie with Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray? Yes, I rather watch What About Bob instead of this.
What about Bob?
Yes, Travis Berg. Yes.
Vince, let him know about the brand, my man.
Channel Attitude, guys, it is up and running. You can get a mirage of shows. Go check it out, bro. Channelattitude.com.
Yes, indeed. Channelattitude.com. Shootsmart.com, baby. Somebody's gonna bring up that domain and tag me in it.
Yes, shootsmart.com. Yes, long time coming, man.
Yes, long time coming. That's the tagline too. Long time coming.
Long
too.
time coming, man.
Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. This is the Legion of Raw. Vince, Dr. Chris. Solo!